Hi, everybody. Welcome to Tuesdays with Erica on the 411. I missed you guys. Just like Tiffany said, it feels like it's been forever since I've made a video and since I've shared with you guys. So, yeah, it's good to be back. I've been really busy with trips and life, and it's great. I love it. I hope you all are well. I know that we had some friends that were, really affected by Hurricane Sandy. I hope that things are getting better for everybody. Got the holidays coming up, which I'm super, super, super excited about. I love Thanksgiving just because I really love to eat. And, then we have Christmas. So, pretty exciting stuff. Good stuff. Sorry, I'm a little distracted. There's people in and out of my house. But anyway, so this week we're going to talk about some of the things that we do now, like our professions. We've talked a lot in the past about things that we've done in the past and projects we've worked on and that kind of stuff. But, things that we deal with on a day-to-day basis, but we don't ever talk about what we do for a living. And so I thought that would be kind of important to talk about. I actually, for those of you that don't know, I am a consumer advocate for an amazing new American vehicle manufacturer called the Vehicle Production Group, VPG. And they have made the MV1, which stands for Mobility Vehicle 1. It is the very first universally accessible vehicle that's been built from the ground up. So it's not a conversion whatsoever, which is great news to a lot of our ears. One thing that people don't really understand about getting a vehicle that's converted for them to be able to drive is that when a vehicle is converted, meaning that you can roll your chair in and out of it, yada yada, you're actually losing the original integrity of the vehicle. So the anti-lock brake system, anything that was factory built in that car to help that car run and be safe is actually being compromised because you are chopping and screwing, if you will, the vehicle to make it accessible. So you're adding weight, you're subtracting things, components that are necessary for some of the car's functions. So the MV1 is not a conversion. It's built from the ground up. It is fully 100% American made from American parts, and that's even more exciting just because we're able to, bring jobs to a lot of people who needed them. We're keeping our money and our products in our country, and that's a great thing. That doesn't happen very often nowadays. So, yeah, that's what I do. Now, as a consumer advocate, I know you're probably asking yourself, well, what exactly does a consumer advocate do? What does that mean? Sales guys that we have for VPG, they can stand there all day long and sell these vehicles. But for somebody who, has different abilities and utilizes a chair and is going to be using, an MV1 if they're looking to buy one for their own personal use, they're going to relate more to somebody who actually has the same, kind of obstacles that they do, that lives the same kind of life. Just like with all of us here in the Ability 4-in-1, which is why we started the Ability 4-in-1, is, to give something to people to relate to and be like, wow, like I'm not the only one that goes through that, or I'm not the only one that has to think of those things, that kind of stuff. Well, it's the same kind of thing with what I do with VPG. I'm there to help our sales guys, learn disability etiquette, learn about things that they wouldn't normally have to think about because they're able-bodied when dealing with customers with different abilities, as well as I'm there for the consumers. So I'm there and able to answer questions. Well, how does your chair fit into this vehicle? Well, it's easy for me to tell them that. How do I like riding in the vehicle? Do I think that it's worth it? Yes, I do. And it's because, I've seen it change lives. It's changed my life. And I know that it's an answer to prayers. So So yeah, that's a little bit of what I do. I know it was kind of a vague explanation, but I do a lot of different things. I make sure that our dealers are in contact with different disability organizations and different events, to get the word out about the MV1 so that people know that it does exist and that it is an option and that it is affordable and it is there. So I just said that it was affordable, so I'm sure you're asking yourselves, how much is this vehicle? The vehicle actually starts out at a base price of $40,000. Most consumers buy our deluxe model, which is the DX. That's already out on the streets, has been for a little over a year now, and those run about 42 to 45 thousand. And then we also have the luxury version, which is going to be coming out in the first quarter coming up. Actually, I believe they're in production now. But they will run high 40s, low 50s, 48,000, 52,000, somewhere in that range. Really not quite sure yet, but it will be in that range. The LX version, really the only difference in those ones compared to the DX is it's got cross-stitch leather and wood grain interior and, just kind of some more little upgrades in the inside to make it the luxury model. They all come fully equipped with an automatic ramp. They also have a version, which is the very first version that ever came out. It has a manual ramp, if that's something that somebody would be interested in. Yeah, so that's what I do. To me, anything that I can do that involves, making somebody's life easier and helping the disability community, I'm there. That's why I'm in this. But I love this company because I'm passionate about the MV1. I'm passionate about it changing lives. I'm passionate about everything when in concern with the MV1. And so it's kind of a dream come true for me to have this job. For years and years and years, I was unemployed. And, a lot of it was because it was just hard for me to find a job because of my disability. And, I was the office manager for a medical home health and mobility company here in the town that I live in for a little over a year. They went out of business and closed the doors. And then after that, I was unemployed again. So, I did a lot of stuff like kind of subcontracting, like independent contractor type stuff. I'd go in and be a consultant for hotels and, public places to make sure that things are accessible. But other than that, and, traveling with colors and sharing the colors love and telling people about colors, I really didn't have an actual career. And BPG found me, and I'm so thankful for that. And I've been with them since April, and I'm looking forward to many years with them and changing more lives with them. So that's what I do. Also, I just here recently, me and a friend of mine, Madonna Long, have started to sell urological supplies through ABC Home Medical. So if there's any of you that are watching this and know somebody, or maybe even possibly you need urological supplies, catheters, anything like that, let me know. I'm your girl. We'll get you signed up and taken care of. We can get just about every insurance to be able to go through and get supplies sent right to your home when you need them and how many you want. So that's another thing, on the side that, like I said, it's a brand new thing. So we're just really, really starting to do it. So hit me up. Let me know if you need anything or know somebody that does. I would love to help out. So I do a little bit of this, a little bit of that. My main career is VPG and the MV1 and promoting it and bringing awareness to it. Actually, I have to say my number one job is as mommy, which is my favorite job. So I can't say that I've been unemployed because I've been employed since my oldest daughter was born 13 years ago. So yeah, it's a full-time job every day, 365. So yeah, that's my life and that's my job. And if you guys have any questions about, you're looking for things that you can do for the disability community or in the disability industry, you really want to get in and work and, become a part of a team or a part of making a difference in somebody's lives in this industry, please feel free to contact me. I started everything that I do just from social networking and the internet, and it's become a career, and I'm so thankful. We say all the time that everything happens for a reason, and I truly believe that, without my disability, I wouldn't have my career. I wouldn't have my job. And it's so worthwhile. It's so rewarding because like I said, throughout this whole video, I'm changing lives, and that's a great thing. That's my purpose. So, yeah. So if you have any other questions, please feel free to email me. Let me know. I'd love to help you out. And till next Tuesday, keep rolling.